These properties are the building blocks of our neighborhoods. Historically, they always have been. And the last 50 years or so, we've definitely seen decline in demolition taking place. And this intervention prevents future demolition and catalyzes additional investment in urban areas and in the city of Youngstown.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Who's the only local bank with a mobile mortgage app? Farmers. Download the app to contact your lender, calculate payments, securely scan and upload documents, and check the status of your loan. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal, Farmers.
We're just doing an open house at the former Sweet Arrangements property. It's a former flower shop here on the west side on Mahoning Avenue in the Garden District. We partnered with the Economic Action Group and the Western Reserve Port Authority and the city of Youngstown to purchase this property using ARPA funds so we can repurpose it and work on our redevelopment efforts on the Mahoning Avenue corridor.
A few years ago, we had completed a commercial corridor market analysis showing that Mahoning Avenue would be a viable commercial corridor to reinvest in. And as a part of that, we started our efforts a few years ago with what is now becoming the Voyager Coffee and Tea and Trek Coffee House project at 1586 and 88 Mahoning Avenue. There's some other projects coming in the future, but when Joe and Mary Ann retired, we stepped in and worked with them on this project to find the right end user for the space. Funding support through this came from revenue generated from prior projects, grant funds, working with council collaboratively for American Rescue Plan funding support. It's really mixing and matching funding support to both stabilize and eventually sell and continue the investment into the corridor here.
Mahoning Avenue is a corridor. It connects the city with the suburbs, and there is a lot of traffic here. So making sure that we can attract the right mix of services or restaurants or stores that match what people need and make it a little bit, this used to be a very walkable neighborhood. We don't walk as much as we did before, but making sure that we can return some of those things to the neighborhood and to our residents and people passing by.
It's all about partnerships here. Commercial property revitalization, or CPR, is breathing life back into vacant and abandoned properties in the city of Youngstown. It depends on all across the various conditions of property, but we see these spaces as building blocks for neighborhoods and really returning the city back to the commercial corridor feel that it once had. Downtown is a viable market, but this is building on the existing market viability to catalyze additional investment here in the city.
Economically stabilizing that, it improves, overall quality of life, and also, there's tax benefits as well, but just keeping the businesses here and making employment opportunities. We know small business is really the backbone of our economy, so it's important to support our local businesses on this corridor.
This property was acquired for about $70,000. I think we put $5,000 to $10,000 into stabilization, and the future end user, there may be additional investment required to make the space fit their needs. So not done yet, and we take it to the finish line versus we don't want to put someone in a position where they do not succeed or it's a financial burden long term for them. So that'll be a part of the RFP process and working with the end user to make sure that there's a sustainable plan in place to continue operations here.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Who's the only local bank with a mobile mortgage app? Farmers. Download the app to contact your lender, calculate payments, securely scan and upload documents, and check the status of your loan. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal, Farmers.